Hello, Dodgers Nation. Welcome back to the Dodgers Insider, your go-to home for all things Blue Crew. If you're a true Dodgers fan and never want to miss an update, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and join our growing community. Today, we've got a jam-packed episode following a stunning weekend that shocked the fan base and shifted momentum in ways few saw coming. Injury news, roster shakeups, and a historic sweep. Yep, that's what we're breaking down. From Tony Gonsolin's bizarre injury update to Kirby Yates' disappointing setback, and finally, the bitter pill to swallow, a sweep at the hands of the Angels for the first time in 15 years. Buckle in, Dodger Nation. Let's dive into it. Update 1. Tony Gonsolin's injury update. After tough outing versus Angels, let's start with Sunday's clash against the Angels. Dodgers pitcher Tony Gonsolin took the mound looking to redeem himself and the team after a frustrating couple of nights. But unfortunately, the outing was less than stellar. Gonsolin allowed 4 runs over 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 5 batters, and struck out only 3. The tone was set early. Zach Neto blasted a leadoff homer in the very first at-bat, and not long after, Taylor Ward added a 2-run shot in the same inning. To his credit, Gonsolin settled down in the second inning with a clean frame, but by the third, things began to unravel again. Travis d'Arnaud knocked in another run with an RBI single, and although Gonsolin didn't give up any hits in the fourth, 2 more walks forced the Dodgers to pull him after just 97 pitches. Now here's where it gets unusual. After the game, Gonsolin provided an unexpected explanation for what might have contributed to his uneven performance. According to MLB.com's Sonia Chen, Gonsolin admitted he had dead skin on his thumb after throwing his pregame bullpen. And in his own words, he got a little carried away picking at it, removing not just the dead skin, but also some good skin with it. He had to use skin adhesive to stop the bleeding during the game. That's right. Our starting pitcher was out there dealing with a bleeding thumb due to a pregame self-inflicted injury. It might sound minor, but for a pitcher, especially one relying on grip and spin, even a slight thumb issue can dramatically alter control and command. Gonsolin didn't take the loss, but the Dodgers still dropped the game. Anthony Banda, who came in for relief, gave up 1 run over 2 innings and took the L. That dropped the Dodgers to 29-18 on the season. As for Gonsolin, his season numbers still look decent. A 2-0 record, 4.05 ERA, and 1.30 whip in 4 starts. But between the erratic command and now a thumb injury caused by his own doing, questions are beginning to mount. Can the Dodgers trust him in a big game situation, especially when October rolls around? With the Diamondbacks up next, followed by the Mets and Guardians, the Dodgers will need Gonsolin to bounce back, mentally, physically, and strategically. Update 2. Kirby Yates headed to IL, Lou Trivino called up. Now to our second update, and it's one that continues a troubling trend for this Dodgers bullpen. Kirby Yates, who signed a 1-year, $13 million deal this offseason, is headed to the 15-day injured list with a hamstring issue. Manager Dave Roberts confirmed after Saturday's chaotic 11-9 loss to the Angels that Yates had suffered a grade 1 hamstring strain. Roberts didn't mince words, saying, "I don't see how it's not an IL." At this stage of the season, injuries are inevitable. But for Yates, this comes at a terrible time, both for him and for the team. After a dominant 2024 season with a 1.17 ERA, expectations were sky high. But in 2025, things just haven't clicked. His ERA has ballooned to 4.34, making it his worst performance since 2022. Consistency has been the issue, and now the Dodgers are down another trusted arm. That's where Lou Trivino enters the chat. Trivino was signed earlier this month to a minor league deal after being released by the San Francisco Giants. And let's be honest, his time with the Giants wasn't memorable. He surrendered 4 home runs and posted a 5.84 ERA across 11 games. But despite the rough patch, the Dodgers are willing to take a gamble. Why? Because they've seen him at his best. The former Yankees and Athletics reliever has a career ERA of 3.86, and he brings veteran presence to a bullpen that desperately needs stability. Trivino's signing is low risk, but with Yates now sidelined and Gonsolin battling thumb issues, every bullpen addition matters more than ever. The Dodgers don't just need arms, they need quality innings, especially with the rotation looking shaky and the upcoming road trip looming. Will Trivino rise to the occasion, or become another revolving door bullpen experiment? Only time will tell. Update 3, Angels sweep Dodgers in historic fashion, and now, the one that hurts. The Los Angeles Angels, yes, the last-place Angels, just did something they haven't done in 15 years. They completed a 3-game sweep of the Dodgers in the Freeway Series. Let that sink in. The Angels came into the series at 17-25, dead last in the AL West, losers of 6 of their last 10 games. And then they flipped the script entirely, beating the Dodgers 6-2 on Friday, 11-9 on Saturday, and capping it off with a 6-4 win on Sunday. That final game featured more pain for Dodgers fans. Zach Neto, Travis d'Arnaud, and Taylor Ward all homered. And on the mound, Angels starter Yusei Kikuchi allowed just 1 run in 5.2 innings before leaving with ankle irritation. Even the injuries didn't slow them down. MLB's official X account, formerly Twitter, put it best. The Angels complete their first 3-game sweep in the Freeway Series in 15 years. And just to rub salt in the wound, Saturday's loss came during Clayton Kershaw's season debut. The future Hall of Famer, finally back on the mound after months of anticipation, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits over just 4 innings, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a rough welcome back. While the Angels are still last in their division, this sweep has injected life into their dugout. They're now just 1 game behind the A's and entering a winnable stretch with the Marlins and Yankees on deck. For the Dodgers, this was more than just 3 losses. It was a wake-up call. The defending World Series champions just got humbled by a team that's missed the playoffs every year since 2014. The contrast couldn't be more dramatic. The Dodgers were founded in 1883, boast 8 World Series titles, and won it all in 2020 and 2024. The Angels, founded in 1961, 1 title in 2002, and a fan base still haunted by playoff droughts. And then there's Shohei Ohtani. The 2-way superstar once gave his all to the Angels without sniffing the playoffs. Now, he's with the Dodgers, fresh off a World Series ring in his first season with the team, but even Ohtani couldn't stop the sweep this weekend. And that's the reality check the Dodgers now face. So, what should Dodgers fans take away from all this? First, Tony Gonsolin needs to figure out his control, on the mound and with his own thumb. Second, the bullpen continues to be a major concern, and with Kirby Yates down, Lou Trivino has a massive opportunity to redeem his season. And third, most painfully, the Angels just reminded the Dodgers and their fans that nothing is guaranteed in baseball, not even against last-place teams. The Dodgers now have a chance to regroup against the Diamondbacks, Mets, and Guardians. But the road ahead won't be easy. Injuries, inconsistencies, and now history working against them. The pressure is on. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Dodgers Insider. And as always, bleed blue, stay true.